Okay, we're talking about the do's and don'ts of social media content creation. Are you excited? I'm excited to be here. Okay, you got to let me know in the chat. Like, should I start with the do's or should I start with the don'ts? Like, shouldn't we get the negative out of the way first and then go with the good stuff? So let me know. By the way, I have a theory. Okay, I have a theory about the way I style my hair. Okay, so I styled my hair over like this today. So it made my forehead look smaller. So I went from having a 5 head to a 4 head. This is a strategy, you guys. Do you see? Because if I go like all the way up here, it's 5 head. Now 4 head. Thank you. I just think as you get older, the hairline keeps receding. And so this is my life's mission is to have a 4 head, not a 5 head. Anyway, but it's approaching 5 head, you know? Okay. Do's, don'ts. Which one should I start with? Hey, if it's your first time watching, let me know first time in the chat. And then I could share a quick backstory so I'm not a random stranger talking. But if you've watched before, how many times have you watched something of mine? That would be nice. I've been making videos for like 10 years, or maybe 12 years. Yeah, because Brady was a baby and Brady's 12 now. That's like how I remember how long it's been. First time. See? This is crazy. It happened yesterday. How'd you find me? Bobby, how did you find me? Celeste, how did you find you were on YouTube and you're like, oh, there's a person? Was it like that? Because sometimes people are like, I don't know how, Michelle, how'd you get followers? And I'm like, I just showed up and they just showed up. Well, my elbow just fell off the table. First time, Meg Bradley. First time. How'd you guys find me? Facebook. You just found it. You were just scrolling along and you were like, oh, I'm going to watch that. Do you see this? This is crazy, you guys. Julie. Okay. How'd you find me, Julie? It's crazy. It's amazing. Love your colors today. Thank you. Okay. I love you, Kathleen. You know, across the street, the Babcocks used to live. I think her name was Kathleen What if that's you? Literally growing up, Kathleen Babcock lived across the street. Is it you? You're here again. You bought my course on Instagram. Okay. Thanks, Anna. It's so nice. I watched Brady. Yeah, Brady was my little baby. He's 12 now, and he is not allowed in my videos. He is so cool now. I thought forever he would be in his little dump truck dumping dirt on my floor, and he's just grown up, you know? So, anyway, okay. So cool. All right. So, anyway, all right. I'm excited to jump in. I got a training for you on social media do's and don'ts. I've been building on social media for like, I don't know, 12 years or something like that. And sorry, I have that. Tanya, I just kept your post up there. I'm trying to remove it. Okay, cool. Not unless it was the LA Valley. No, this was in Connecticut. I think her name was Kathleen, but now I'm going to ask my mom now. I'm going to be like, Mom, what was Babcock's first name? I can't remember. Maybe it's your sister. You just signed up. You did. Elite Plus. We get to work together. Elite Plus is the best. I just got off the phone with Cynthia. You guys, so these are all my Elite Plus students. I have like 34 of them. Okay. And I work with them one-on-one. Like there's people that work in my group coaching program. I've got my elite group coaching program where I just dropped something. What the heck was that? Woo. Anyway, this is my Elite 90-Day Difference program. And that's my year-long group coaching program where I teach you how to create digital courses and launch like your book and like scale your business. If you want to launch a retreat or launch a one-on-one coaching package or like I have I show you how to do it, right? How to do free things, everything. But then I have Elite Plus where you get to work with me one-on-one. So we hop on Zooms, but I just got off a call with one of my favorite one-on-one students. I mean, everyone's my favorite. My son is calling. This is a lot. We got to do. He doesn't call during school day. Please hold. Hey, bud, what's up? Buddy?
Do you want to chaperone on the field trip?
Yeah, when is the field trip, baby?
When is it?
Do I want to chaperone?
In January.
January. Yeah, I definitely do. Where are we going?
Concord.
I'm in.
I already left my class.
Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye, babe. Okay. That's it. I'm field tripping. I just volunteered for a field trip in January. That is the only information I know. Could be sad if it was like, I'm supposed to be live or something. It's fine. Field trips are way more important. It's a limited amount of time we have with these kids, Okay, not sure why it says right or wrong. Either way, back to my story. Cynthia, I just got off the phone with Cynthia. And Cynthia, oh my gosh, she's so cool, you guys. And she has a sales page and it was like not saying exactly what it needed to say, but we fixed it. So now you'll know what she does. But she literally helps regular college, helps regular public school students, Christian school students, private school students who are regular people. Like they're in the top 25% of their class. They don't come from wealthy families, or they could, but they're like regular people. She helps the regular people get into Ivy League colleges because she's an expert in applications And in writing the essay and doing the application, like I learned all about this. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So anyway, we wrote our page, we rewrote it to like really convey all of that because it didn't say like regular public school students, like, and I thought it was all like rich kids, valedictorian. Like, I was like, so you help like the really wealthy valedictorian kids? She's like, no. I'm like, well, God, we need to say this, right? So I get so fired up, but I'm so excited for her because, oh man, she's gonna crush it. So if you guys, any of you know someone going to college that wants to get into a good school, like she's the person. Like she's the person, and you can buy her like $19 course. I forgot the price, but there's a low ticket one, there's a little one, there's a bigger one. But anyway, I'm helping her set all that up. And that I can't stop getting so excited about it because I'm like, you're so amazing. So anyway, I get to meet you guys, and you guys are so amazing. So many amazing doctors I work with, and realtors and lawyers, and I'm always tickled by that because I'm like, you're a doctor. I told one of my doctors this morning, I'm like, she was like, you're so great. And she left me the nicest message ever. I actually asked her if I could play it because it was so nice. But I was like, because she's like, you're so good at marketing. I'm like, yeah, I'm really good at marketing, but I'm not good at being a doctor. And you're a doctor. And doctors in my brain are like really smart and super duper important. So I'm just so honored that you like think I'm smart. Because like, so it's a doctor. Doctors are like, they're so smart. Anyway, so I love all the people I work with. So exciting. All right. So I'm here to do a training. Yeah, sometimes if the kid, I have this theory. Here's one more story for you. Sorry, stories are what you remember. One time I was watching a lady and she was doing a training and she had clearly told her kids not to interrupt. And so she's in the middle of the training. She's like, hey, you guys, da, 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 da. Her kid comes in and she's like, told you not to come in here. Like mean. And then, okay, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh no, I don't trust you anymore. That was not nice. Why are you so mean to your kid? My gosh, right? And that's all I remember of her. I still see her today. I still remember. It's like 10 years ago. But so like if my kids come in, I just welcome them in. It's actually easier. If your kid needs something, if you take care of the need right away, then they don't need it anymore and they stop bugging you. And so I learned that in the training sometime long ago. I was like, okay, the kid needs something, get the kid the thing, and then the kid is happy and then you can go back doing your thing. So that's how we operate around here. Is I just am like, what do you need? Okay, let's talk. Okay, love you. Okay, all right, bye, love you. So anyway, just whatever. Okay, so here's my training. We're gonna start with the don'ts of social media. You're right. Anna makes a good point. I didn't think of that. I was saying how he doesn't really want to hang out with me anymore, but he just invited me to the field trip. So I'm like, I am still cool. But 12, he is, he's growing up on me. So um let's see. I had to that no, my daughter was doing most of the time like DC and the zoo. Not sure about family or going to school right now. I don't know what I'm reading. Let's see. I didn't know my daughter was doing most of the time like DC. Yeah, who knows where I'm going? Whatever I signed up for. I have no idea. All right, let's dive into my training. Okay, so 10 tips of don't doing on social media. So I've been using social media to build my business. And initially I used social media and in-person parties to build a network marketing business, became successful there, grew that to over 8 figures in sales of beauty and skincare products. Then I taught other people how to do that on YouTube. That turned into $1 million business of me sharing my knowledge online, which is a funny story of how that happened. And then now I teach other people how to take the knowledge you have in your brain and how to create your own digital course or write your own book or host your own retreats or put your stuff out there so that you leave a legacy for years to come, like forever and ever, right? So what's the legacy you're leaving? It's so important, So anyway, so that's what I do now. And I've done over $12 million selling my knowledge online. And I'm just a shy girl from humble beginnings who never thought I would amount to anything. And my life goal as a kid was to be able to afford Pantene shampoo and big apples at the grocery store like the rich kid. So if you're like, you are just lucky and you must have grown up with money. No. Okay. I was not. And I know what it's like to be so poor and like so envious of everyone around you. And just like, I remember people had like 2 jackets and I was like, do you have any idea how lucky you are that you have 2 jackets? I barely have like half a jacket. Okay. So it's actually good to have gone from like that broke to now when I go in my closet, I'm always happy. There's like, I have like 8 jackets I can pick from in the morning. And I'm like, this is such like, you know what I mean? That feeling never goes away. So, okay. So anyway, we're talking about what not to do. So number 1, when we post on social media, we don't want to post without a strategy, right? So if like I help people make more money on the internet by like making better videos, having higher quality audio. I help people make money selling digital courses. I do help some network marketers generating leads. It's all kind of around that same thing. So like if I went live today and I was like, hey, you guys, today we are going to be making unicorn cupcakes. That's right. You'd be like, why are you doing that? You'd be like worried, So like that is important to like know who do we help and what do we help them with. Okay. So that's that's if you're like, what is the strategy? Just know who you help and what do you want to help them with. One of my students today messaged me on Voxer. I was on a walk. I go on a walk and I talk to all my students. It's my favorite thing to do. Everything's my favorite. I love this too. I love everything. Okay. That's not my favorite. They're all my favorite in a bucket of favorite. Put it in the favorite bucket. But either way, she was like, I want to know like your strategy for social media. Like, what is your strategy? And I was like, okay, this might be helpful or this might be like harmful. But I've told this to other people and they're like, oh, thank God. So they liked it. And I was like, so here's what I tell them. My strategy has just been like, okay, wait, I am having a good idea. Oh, wait, I should share that with my friends. Okay, yeah, no, just like make a video now. Okay, yeah, good. Just put it out. So like that's been my strategy. Like 2 days ago, I was like, oh man, I should go live for my friend. Wednesday, I was like, I should go live for my friends. I'm gonna go live Thursday. I'm gonna go live Friday. And these are my topics. I'll make a graphic. Done. Let's do it. Right. So it's been somewhat impulsive, but I've been impulsive a lot. Right. Like consistently over many years. And so do I have this perfect strategy? No, I was just like, next week, I'm thinking of what my topics are going to be. We're still pulling that together. Someone on my team's like, what are you going to do for videos next week? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have time to figure that out right now. She's like, okay, I'll give you a list and you can pick. I'm like, great, help me out. So, but initially it just used to be me. There was no one helping me. Right. So like literally, I'm just sharing that because if you just think about who can I help with the message I have in my brain right now, just go and do it. Go and share it. Right. So that can be your strategy. It doesn't have to be perfect. I post at 2:00 on Instagram. Then at 3:00, I'm on Facebook. At 4:00, we do YouTube because that's when the most people are watching. I don't even know. I know a lot of people watch me from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. from the studies I've done. I'm like, so in there I try to post, but sometimes I'm like, oh shoot, I missed. It's 11 p.m. I'm going to bed. Post. Don't care. Okay. That's my strategy. So but I know who I'm speaking to. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not posting unicorn cupcake videos, blueberry pie videos, and then like social media strategy. All right. Number 2, we do not want to over promote, meaning every post is like, hey, you guys, Michelle Cunningham, just here to sell you something. Again, I like to sell things. I'm going to sell you something right now. That's right. Let me show you what I want to sell you. Actually, I do have something to sell you. Let's make it obnoxious. You guys, I just launched a new monthly membership. I did. I'm actually really excited about it. But like, if this is all I did, if I just came live and I was like, the monthly membership is now here, you guys. If you go to michellelovesyou.com/content, you can grab my monthly membership where I give you hundreds and hundreds of Canva designs. And I also give you, there's a ton of stuff. I give you like training and you get access to me and we ask questions and it's a community of content creators. It's amazing for $19 a month. It's the best deal ever. But if that's all I talked about, you would be like, you're so annoying. Shh, Michelle, that's what you would say. You wouldn't even watch me. You would be done watching. So we want to lead with value. I was teaching this to my students the other day. They're like, well, what do you send for your emails? I'm like, I always think in my emails, lead with value, then sell, right? So, hey, friends, Michelle Cunningham. Just wanted to let you know I just put together a new video. It's going to show you the 10 do's and the 10 don'ts of social media promotion. If you're curious about that topic, watch the video. Oh, P.S. Just open the doors on my new content creator club. If you're wanting to use content to grow your business, if you want to use content to reach more people, grow your follower base, build your email list, impact more lives, and ultimately make a living doing so, you should totally check this out because you might love it. Okay, I love you and you're pretty. Have a nice day. Bye. That's the email. And that's literally how I write them. I was teaching this to my elite students. They're like, how do you write your emails? I'm like, I literally do that. And I talk to text it into my phone to someone on my team. I'm like, dude, can you send this email? And it'll rattle it like that. And then someone sends it. And that's how I get out. If you're like, how did I get out so many emails? I'm like, I just do it like that. So I don't overthink it. Okay. So number 2 on my list here, don't over promote. Don't always be selling. Sell, have something to sell. People are on your email list for one reason and one reason only, and that is to buy something from you. And if you're like, I don't know how to make an email list, dude, michellelovesyou.com/content. I'm teaching you next week exactly how to start building your email list. It's the number one most important thing. If you want to start building a massive brand that stands the test of time, that leaves a legacy forever, your email list is everything. It's like a bank account. And the more people on your email list, for every one person on your email list, it's $1 in revenue per month forever with appropriate marketing. 1,000 people on your email list, $1,000 a month. 10,000 people on your email list, $10,000 a month. 50,000 people on your email list, $50,000 a month. How many people do you want on your email list? I asked that question yesterday. The people that understand the assignment will be like 10 billion, you know? All right. Number 3, don't ignore analytics, right? So Am I obsessing about my analytics? No, but I do glance at them to see like, oh, when do people drop off from watching my YouTube video? Or like, wow, that video got a ton of views. That must mean people really like that topic. A lot of people are watching that day. Maybe I should do more videos like that topic. Right? So I just kind of pay attention to what performs really well and then you do more of what performs really well. Number 4, you don't want to use low quality images. Seriously. Bad graphics, oh, they're bad. So bad. So bad. Nobody wants bad graphics, right? So good graphics, super important. Okay. So high quality graphics. I make all of my graphics in literally everything I have. This is designed, this entire workbook, okay, for all my students. Everything. I'll show you the pages. I'll pull up a page for you. We design all of this right inside of Canva. It's all in Canva. I mean, it's amazing, right? So pretty. Everything we design is in Canva. This entire workbook, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's all designed inside of Canva. And if you're in the content club, by the way, we just dropped this design in there for you. So you can access it. It's at the bottom. Go to the bottom of the Canva template design suite. We gave you access to this design. It's so pretty. It's called our sleek black design, right? Canva. All this made in Canva. But the graphics are not, I actually, when I launched this, I didn't really like this logo. I'm like, it's kind of cheesy. It feels kind of cheesy. But then I was like, I don't really have time to like fix it. And it's going to be fine. It's not terrible, but it's a little cheesy. But I launched it anyway, right? Same with this logo. I was like, it could be better. But I was like, it's good enough, right? So like some of you are perfectionists and you don't launch the thing, but get it good enough, but don't make it bad. Try to make it good. So, all right. So that's number 4 is do not use low quality images, low quality graphics. Number 5, don't neglect your brand voice. Okay. My brand is weird and joyful, and it likes unicorns and it likes the color pink, and it likes to give really valuable information to help change people's lives. So like I know that in my heart. So I try to bring that out in everything I post. But because I know that joy is the main thing I want to bring out to the world, joy and helpful advice that moves people's businesses forward, you're not going to ever see me post, having the worst day ever. Let me tell you why. Please pray for me. You know what I mean? Because is that joy? No, just that's an inside thought. Maybe call mom. Okay. So think about how you want to show up for the world, and don't ignore that. Just step into that. So I know it's pink, it's unicorn, it's joy filled, it's abundant, and it's helpful. Cool. All right. Just lost my screen. Please hold. Okay. All right. Next one. Don't overdo hashtags. It's a good one. Hashtags can be used so much on Instagram, and sometimes people use too many. Kind of the recommendation now is about 5 hashtags. So 5 hashtags, find someone in your space who's crushing it, look at what their hashtags are, use them. And then when you go to post again on Instagram, they'll pop up the next time when you put the hashtag mark, they will pop up. And so it'll make it easy for you. Number 7, don't try to be exactly like someone else, right? So if you see someone else, you're like, oh man, I want to be just like that person. Like, just be you. Because at the end of the day, people trust your true, authentic voice. And so in the beginning, I remember being like, okay, we have to be professional because I was trying to be someone else, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to be like really fake because then people will like me more, because I don't know if people will like the real me because I'm a little weird, So in the beginning, I was just really like, it wasn't me. And if you can just be the person that you are when you're around your best friends, the quirky little you around your kids or your family or whoever you feel close to, that's who you want to show up as online. Because then people are like, I feel like I trust you. Because at the end of the day, women, they're like super smart, and they know your true authentic voice. They trust your true authentic voice. So when it's not true, and you meet them all the time, I meet people like this at the grocery store whenever you're checking out. They do the singing voice. It's fake. I know it's fake. I did talk to someone yesterday on the phone. She was fake, and my goal was to get her to use the real voice. And I finally did, because we had something in common. But the grocery store, they do this like, do you find everything okay? And I'm like, yes. No, I don't say that back. I'm like, no, I did. Thanks so much. I'm like, great. Did you want to use your card today? And I'm like, you are not, that's not how you are. I know you're faking it, right? And then yesterday, I forget what it was. It was like a Noose Termite, maybe a termite company. I forget who it was. But anyway, when you live in the South, by the way, you have to have termite inspections, which I didn't know that. Living in the North, I'm like, what? They're like required. Otherwise, your house will get like eaten by animals or termites or something. So anyway, whatever. So Noose Termite calls all the time. They're like, we're going to come do your termite inspection. I'm like, great. That's fantastic. Do it. But she called, and she was very, very serious. But then I said something and we connected and she's like, "Oh my gosh, girl, you're so right." And I was like, "Yes, okay, you are not like that." Right? So if you just be who you are, right? But now I've heard from some of my doctors like, "But Michelle, I'm a doctor, so I do have to have a level of professionalism." I get it, right? Like if I'm on stage, well, I still act a little goofy. But like you know where you can go and how goofy you can or cannot be depending on your field. So you don't have to be like total airhead, right? So okay, number 8. This is I'm giving you the 10 don'ts of social media content creation. Don't be inconsistent, right? So long gaps between your posts. Your consistency, I mean, here's the best way to say it. Your consistency is your credibility. So if you're not showing up consistently, you lose credibility. So that means like 3 or 4 days, dude, no more time than 3 or 4 days between like a post or a story or a YouTube video or something, right? But again, the platform you give the most attention to is the one that's going to grow. So right now I've been a little more focused on Instagram and neglected my YouTube a little bit. But whatever, my YouTube's at like, I forget, 35 or 40,000 people. My Instagram's now grown to 45,000 or something like that. Right. And then Facebook got a lot of attention. So it has a lot more followers over here. So again, the platform you give more attention to is the one that will grow. All right. All right. But I am live on YouTube right now. But going live doesn't perform as well as a long form, high quality edited video loaded to YouTube. So the live is just like a little bit of noise. Okay. Number 9, don't ignore negative feedback. Right. So I listen to my audience all the time. Like literally this morning, someone's like, "Who was answering these posts and the blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Whoa, we're on it. Hold on." Just because we have so many messages, like thousands. And people are like, "Do you get my message?" I'm like, "Ooh, where'd you send it?" Right. But so we listen to what comes in. "Hey, this thing is broken." Or, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing this?" Or, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing, so we listen to that and we make changes and we update things. And that's super duper important. So listen to your audience. It's very, very important. And number 10, don't forget that you will have mobile viewers that are watching your stuff. So you need to make sure that your pages are mobile friendly, the videos that you make are mobile friendly, right? And if you're making a short form video, it's mobile friendly. If they're watching on YouTube, they can turn their phone. So that's all fine. But mostly when you have sales pages or landing pages, you want to make sure they are mobile friendly, meaning when you launch them, open them on your phone and look at them. And did it mess up? Because I do that. I'm like, "Whoa, dude, we got a formatting issue. This is not okay." Right. So before we launch anything out, I would like to say I've got someone on my team that looks it over and like looks it, makes it delightful. No, I don't. I do. I do it because I care the most. No one's going to care more about your business than you. So I am involved in almost everything that goes out. I look it over. And if I'm not, usually you guys will tell me, I'll be like, "Sounds like you didn't write that email today, Michelle." Someone said that 2 weeks ago. I'm like, "You are correct. I actually didn't." So I was like, "Hey guys, before emails go out, I just need, let me put my little Michelle touch on them. Okay. Just I got to add a little quirky stuff in there." So, anyway, Kim said, "I'm starting to focus more on Instagram. Do you have a course on Instagram?" So I don't have a specific course on Instagram per se. I do teach you how to make better videos in my 5minutevideos.com. So that's a good one. I'm going to drop the link for you. But I also have a girl you can follow on Instagram who I really like. She's 19 and she's making over $1 million a month making videos on Instagram. So I'm going to show you that in 1 second. Let me just delete that. I have too many banners. Okay. This is 5-minute videos. So 5minutevideos.com will teach you how to make better videos, how to edit them, how to put them together, how to load them, and how to do it in like 5 minutes. Like if you're like, "I don't have a lot of time," like, "You have 5 minutes. You could film this really quickly. You can load it to CapCut." I mean, it might take you 7 minutes, but it's how to really put together awesome videos in a whole lot less time. That's a great course. And we mail you a mailer. It was just kind of fun. So 5minutevideos.com. But the other girl I recommend all the time, and I just made a shortcut for her because I share her all the time. She doesn't even know I recommend her all the time, but I do because I think she's so smart. Her name is Ava and she owns Personal Brand Launch, and she basically teaches you how to show up on Instagram to get way more attention. She's super good at it. I watched her channel grow from like 100,000 followers to like hundreds of thousands of followers in basically no time. But she teaches you really good tips on how to set up your bio, how to make good videos. She even has a company you can like hire her, which I don't know. I mean, I had 2 friends hire her. They were like, it was so much work. So I don't know if you necessarily need to hire her, but maybe you could if you want to. But they send you all the scripts, and then you got to film the video, send it back, and they do all the editing for you and they do all the posting. So it's pretty cool done for you service. So anyway, that's Ava though. So she's really smart and you can learn a lot just from her free content. So I love her. So okay. So next up is dun 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 the do's of content creation. All right, I'm putting my thing back up. All right, there's michellelovesyou.com/content. That's the new content club I have. Okay, okay, the do's of social media content creation. Number one, do you need to know who you're speaking to, right? Like for the most part, I help women entrepreneurs. I mean, sometimes an occasional guy comes in, but I'm so pink and unicorny, I just seem to attract women. And I host women's retreats. And so it's like women entrepreneurs who want to create content, create awesome videos, get more attention, sell more of the stuff they sell. Like if you're someone who sells something and you want to sell more of it, that's what I'm really good at helping you do because they know how to do that. So, so know who you want to help and what do you want to help them with. Number two, use high quality visuals, right? Make things look really, really pretty. And it's very easy to do that. If you're not good at it, you can hire someone to do it. There's people out of the Philippines you can hire on Fiverr, Fiverr.com that you can literally hire and they will do it for you, which is literally insane, which is so amazing. So, so yeah, and Jody just said, I love your advice. Done is better than perfect. Yeah, okay, this is the saying. Imperfect action is better than perfect procrastination. Don't you love that? Imperfect action is better than perfect procrastination. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, got it. Yeah. And so like this is an example of imperfect action. Like we were ready to launch. I was like, I hate the logo. It's just a little cheesy, because we were coming off of this being super sleek. And I like wanted this whole launch to be like really sleek. And then this logo, and I was like, it's not whatever. It doesn't matter. It still performed incredibly well. Like people bought this like hotcakes, right? So, and I showed them all my different video stuff in here and it's an amazing course and it's got all my links to everything. So, so right, imperfect action. It wasn't perfect, but it's fine. We got it out and people love it. Okay. So, I just waited to be perfect before I started a YouTube channel after taking Course Creator. I just did it. Yeah. And that's how I feel about like just about everything I do. I'm like, ugh, that was good enough. Right. Like even the cover of my book, I'm still annoyed that this shadow right here should be behind that 0. None of you will notice that, only me. But there is a shadow there that when the designer made it, it should be behind the O. And right before we launched, I'm like, oh. And I'm like, you know what? It's not going to make or break the book. No one's even going to notice it but me. Right. And so I still have not fixed it because it's a pain to get the file and blah, blah, blah. But so it's little things like that. You're like, come on, just let's go. So thanks, friend. I found this in my closet. I know. I think this was like a rental and then I liked it so much I ended up buying it. You know how you can like rent whatever you rent. New York, I think I used to NYC Closet or something. Okay. The next one, number 3, be consistent, right? Right. Every few days, what are you posting? What are you sharing? How are you helping people? And the right people will show up and watch you. And so in the beginning, your first 3 months, there's not really anyone watching. But if you start to make high quality content that provides value, people will start to watch and they will start to share. Like if this is helpful to you and you know someone that wants to make social media content and start showing up, you can share this out to them, right? And so people will share your videos wherever they are. Number 4, engage with your audience, respond to their comments, respond to their DMs, notice them in the chat, right? Like, thanks, Katie. I love you. Thanks, Katie. Everyone tell me how pretty I am. No, I'm just kidding. I was an inside thought and I said it out loud. No, but truly like, right. Engage with your audience. And what's interesting is like, Mary, done is better than perfect. I'm trying to live more by these words. Like I see Mary here. Next time I see Mary again, I'll be like, Mary, hi friend, you're here. I remember you, right? Like you build friendships with these people, which is so nice. Like this is so nice. Thank you. That's all I wanted people to tell me. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. Let's see. Number 5 is provide value. So for me, I like to do a top 10 list because people, and just say I'm writing, if you are writing, some people like to write a list. Even when I'm on a stage, I'm not always on stages because I prefer to just work from home. It's easier. But like sharing tips, if I give a list of 10, everyone pulls out a pen to write. But if you're like, today I'm doing training on blah, 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 and then they're like, whoa, just random thoughts, right? So if you give 10 tips, they walk away and they're like, thank you. That was so valuable. So I love to do a top 10 list. Most of my trainings have a top 10 list or a top 7 list or something along those lines. Okay. Number 6, leverage trends. So trending sounds are a big one on Instagram. I just do a scroll on Instagram before I post. I just look through and I go on Instagram. I've been getting hit with this ad for this vacuum for your car. Okay, so I just scroll through and I'll hear songs that are trending, right? And there's a little arrow in the bottom here. It's pointing up. That means it's trending. And I'll click on that little arrow. If they moved it, so it's hard to click it now. And this says it's number 47 in trending, has 10,000 views, and this video has 10,000 reels, and it has over 1.9 million views here. And so this music is trending right now. So I might take that and put that as the music for my video. I just hit save on it at the top. There's a little flag. It looks like so hard to see. You can't see it, but it's a little flag up there. You just click the flag, and then when you're in your video, then you can add that music in. And so I just scroll through. This one's not trending. It's just a music note, not trending. Arrow up means trending. This one's trending. So this one is number 36 in trending. It's 153 reels, and this one's almost at 1 million. This one's really good because it's just starting to trend. So that's a good one to pick. And that just might mean it's a trend that people are following, but they are more likely to see your video in here. So I try to follow those trends. It's a tiny piece of the whole equation, but you'll see, some of the best creators, they know every trend on TikTok. TikTok's where a lot of the trend starts. So they go over there, they find these best trends, and then they start posting along those trends. I typically just follow people that are good at it, and I'm like, oh, that must be trending. Should we just use that one? Okay. I also like to follow the hashtag Reels Tips on Instagram, because on Instagram, those people that post Reels tips, they typically are they're really good at social media, and they know what's up, what's happening. They know the trending music. So they're sharing these great tips with you. And so if you just follow one or two of them, you get everything you need. So you don't have to follow everyone because it's overwhelming. Okay, let's see. Number 7, and this one, obviously I shared this in the don'ts, but keep it authentic. Share your story and the behind the scenes content to build trust and relatability, right? So like when I go to Naples, you guys know that I bought a little house in Naples with my digital course money, right? I made a lot of money selling digital courses. So I went to Naples and we bought a house, and I call it my she shed. And like, everyone needs a she shed. It's a separate house that you go to. And you're like, this is my she shed. It's not in my backyard in a shed. It's a house with a pool and a hot tub. So my she shed that I go to in Naples, but I bring you guys there and I show you my Naples house, like taking a little tour. And so just bring people along in your journey. And you have to remember, you get to show them what you want to show them. You get to control the narrative. So if some people are way more open, like where they're like, I'm like naked now getting dressed. I'm like, oh, I'm maybe not gonna do that, but I see it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's her thing. I mean, they're always in like underwear or something, but like, I'm like, I don't really want to, this maybe not my jam, right? But you get to share what you want to share. So you get to pick. So some people are like, I can never do what you do. You're always on video. I'm like, not always, my friend, only sometimes, right? So that's just really cool. By the way, I'll answer this question. Where is everyone building your she shed? Where is it going to be? Mine's in Naples. I think I should also have a she shed in Aspen. I was thinking that would be neat, but that might be really expensive. And I was thinking New York City could be fun too, but I don't know. It's kind of busy and loud there. I'm not sure. Okay, so the name of the one I follow for trends is hashtag Reels Tips. Reels Tips. So type hashtag Reels Tips, one word, and then you'll be able to see it. Florida on a canal. I know. I was looking at Marco Island last night and I was like, oh, I could get a she shed here. I'm like, Michelle, just get off of Zillow. I mean, get back to work. Get off of Zillow. That is my issue. Zillow. All right. Anyway, okay. Number 8, plan ahead. Use a content calendar to stay organized and consistent. In a perfect world, you kind of know what you're doing. Or you have the Michelle throw spaghetti on a wall, which is mine is a little more spaghetti-ish. But I kind of know, like what I'm planning for my next launch. I know what's going to happen in January. But we're not planned out for the whole year. But I know next week I'm going to be live probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? So I have an idea of it. And I know that I'm probably going to make a few reels next week. So I have a general idea in my head. So as long as you have sort of a general idea and you can stick to it, awesome. If you're more structured and you're like, no, I need massive structure. I really love structure. I thrive in structure. Then set up a really structured schedule. But for me to be live today at 1:00 is in my calendar. So I was like, well, I could be live at 1. That's like, I got to be at my job at 1. Like, I've got to make sure I'm ready. I got to have makeup on. I got to be done. Like, right. So when it's in your calendar, you get it done. And it's best when you send an email to your audience, let them know you'll be live at 1. And then they're like, if you don't show up, that's bad. You know what I mean? So that's what I do is I send it out and then it's, I got to be there because people are counting on me. So especially when you don't have a boss, you can make your audience your boss where they're counting on you. And now you can't let them down. You have to be there. So, okay, Florida on a canal, Bali. Okay, we're going to Mocha's. Seriously, that would be amazing. right now. Right now, mine is at my office at home. Santorini. Did I say that right? Santorini. Yeah. Hurricane. Yeah. What's going on? So it's crazy. This is a funny story. There was a girl named Sarah that lived in Sarasota that was at my beach retreat. When what was the last hurricane? Milton? Milton was coming through? I can't remember. I get them mixed up. Anyway, but she was like, oh my gosh. Her name is Sarah, Sara. This is funny. And so she was sitting at the table one night and we were watching the storm. She was like she was like stressed, right? And I was like, are you okay? She's like, I'm worried about our boat. I'm worried about Sarasota. I'm worried about my friends. Like some of them didn't evacuate. Like it was sad. Like it was heavy. There was 4 people at my beach retreat from Florida when that hurricane was hitting. And I was like, I saved your lives. And they were like, yeah, but our friends are all back home. So they're like, lady, that's not helpful. Right. But anyway, what's so crazy is Sarah, her boat didn't get hurt. It was the craziest thing. Like such a blessing. Right. And her house was fine. And a few of her friends lost stuff, but not crazy. But anyway, I saw this new hurricane called Sarah and I messaged her. I'm like, dude, how many people have messaged you and been like, Sarah? She's like, literally everyone is messaging me because like Sarah almost got destroyed by Milton. And now Sarah is the new hurricane and it's spelled exactly like her name, which is crazy. So yeah. Okay. Milton. Yeah. Then Sarah. I Googled, by the way, if you want to know if you'll ever be a hurricane, I Googled that because I was waiting for when the Michelle hurricane will come, but I've been retired apparently. So I will never be a hurricane, which I was sad about. I kind of wanted to be like Hurricane Michelle. Like maybe you don't want to be that person. Maybe that's bad. If you're like, I was Hurricane Hugo, like you don't really want to be, oh, Hugo, oh, Hurricane Hugo. Probably everyone remembers you. My neighbor's name is Alexa. I know. That's another funny one. I'm like, tell me about, I know you get asked that all the time. What's it been like? She's like, well, in our house, we had to recall our Alexa something different because it wasn't working well for us. So anyway, okay. Has anyone's name been a hurricane? All right. Next tip is plan ahead. Okay. Number 9, include a call to action. Some sort of drive people to something. Hi, I'm Michelle Cunningham. I have a new content creator club where I'm going to show you how to make awesome content to get way more people to pay attention to your stuff so you can build an email list and ultimately sell more of your stuff. So if you want to make an impact in the world, you probably should grab this. That's a little bit of a call to action, right? You could say it just like that as a weirdo and maybe people will buy it. But I did this yesterday and not everyone, a lot of people went to the page and they bought Content Creator Club. Like crazy, right? So Content Creator Club, it's really good. Okay. I keep hitting something on my screen and my screen keeps like disappearing on me. All right. And number 10 is to track your performance, analyze metrics to see what works and then make changes, right? And so I loosely pay attention to the size of my email list. Okay. Just like you, people get on my email list and people unsubscribe from my email list. Just like you, I have people that follow me and then people that don't follow me. Do I take it personally? Absolutely not. Why? Because do you think JCPenney sits in a corner when people unsubscribe from their email because they're getting too many emails? Are they like, oh gosh, we lost 15 followers today and like 15 people are not on our email list? No, JCPenney doesn't care because they're a big company. So you have to think with a big mind. Who cares if someone opts out from your stuff? Maybe they're not doing what you're talking about anymore. Like to me, when I lose followers or I lose someone on my email list, I'm like, okay, maybe that person went back to getting a 9 to 5 and I'm actually a really painful reminder for them. And they like, don't want to hear me talk about how I'm living this dream life and like haven't had a bus since 2009 and like you could too. And like, maybe they don't want to hear that anymore. That's an annoying message to them. So they have unsubscribed. Or maybe that day they're like, today's the day we unsubscribe from everything because I'm sick of it. Because I do that sometimes. I'm like, unsubscribe, right? Maybe that happened. So don't take it personally. We want the people that need what it is that we have when they need it. And if they don't need it, great. They can unsubscribe. They can unfollow. I don't care. If someone unfollows me, I think that they were a robot to begin with. They couldn't possibly unfollow me. It's impossible. So just make up these really positive stories in your brain and it won't affect your self-esteem. All right, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away this amazing You Were Created to Do Good Work journal. I know. Don't you love it? It's hardcover and it has words on the back and it has lines in the middle and it says months and days at the top and my favorite pens, which is the Papermate Flare pens. Okay, so there you have it. Just comment one thing you liked about this training. This is smart, by the way. Do that if you go live. Instead of saying comment journal, have them tell you one thing they liked about your training or your style of training. So then you get affirmed by people watching you. It's good for your self esteem. This is a life hack. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I'm picking a winner to give that away. All right. Love the journal. What was number 10? Okay, let me go through this. Yeah, lives do not perform as well as on YouTube. They do not. Like this on YouTube will get 400 views. On Facebook, it initially gets right now we've got 126 people watching. It will get usually 9 times that. So it's like 10% watch live on Facebook, 90% cast a replay. So on Facebook, it'll perform a little bit better, but it seems to die on YouTube. But if this was a high quality video that I shot on my phone with my microphone and a little more curated, a little more less chatter and telling of stories, but more of a real video, that will keep getting views for years and years to come, especially if shot in 4K and it's edited. And so if you're like, oh, where should I spend my time? That's actually a really good use of time is to make a high quality video. It performs really well. Okay. All right. So here's the tips again. The 10 do's are define your audience, use good visuals, be consistent, talk to your audience. They're like real humans. There's one person at the end of the computer that's watching you. It's not like, hi guys. It's like, hey friend, because it's one person, right? Number 5, provide value. Give like real training, like nuggets you've learned along the way. Number 6, leverage trends, trending music, trending hashtags. Number 7, be authentic. Number 8, use a content calendar. Have some sort of rough plan. If you're like the Michelle spaghetti plan, that's fine too, right? I have a spaghetti plan. I know next week I'm gonna be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's about all I know so far. But I'm gonna post in my stories, and I'm also gonna post on Facebook, and I know somewhat what I'm doing. Number 9, have a call to action on where to go next. And number 10, track your performance, but don't psychotically analyze it. Like, I don't even know how many people, I haven't checked how many people are on my email list for like 6 months. Not really interested, but I know it was at like 80,000. Great. Okay, great. I'm not going to monitor that every day. So those are the tips. Okay, here we go. All right, these are all the comments coming in. Just so you know, I'm not cheating because I feel like we got to be honest in everything we do. All right, so entire screen. Okay, so you can see my whole screen. So this is my dashboard. This is StreamYard, and you can see I see all your comments coming in here. So I am going to pick a comment. So it's good because I can just scroll, and then I'm just going to click. Okay, so I'm closing my eyes, and I'm scrolling with my mouth. See, eyes are closed. All right, and I'm going to pick one in 3, 2, 1, click. Oops, I didn't hit it right. Hit. There you go. Sandra Bowman. Congratulations. I liked what you said about paying attention to the analytics. That isn't something that's previously been on my radar. Yeah, and each of the platforms is a little funny, but you can literally go in and see how things are performing and see what gave you followers and see what didn't, right? And I don't love analytics. I mean, I'm not one of those like really studying it, but you can actually learn a lot by paying attention to some of that. Like, why did I get so many followers last week? Like, what was that? What happened? What did I do? So, Sandra, congratulations, by the way. You're our winner. So all you have to do is just send a message to this number. To redeem your prize, text your full name and that you won the journal and the Papermate Flare pens. And I'm going to drop these in the mail to you. And then now you can write all your dreams in that journal. Or you could give it away as a gift to someone else if you're a regifter. And that would be okay too. That would not hurt my feelings because I would not know. And even if you told me, I still wouldn't be upset. Okay. Anyway, this is nice. Thank you, Leslie. This is a good camera. Do you guys want to see the bad camera? This is funny. Okay, so I'm using the Lumina webcam. You're like, wow. Yeah, watch what I really look like. Not really, but watch how terrible this other camera makes me look. Default internal. Oh, wait, that's audio. Camera. Watch this mess. This is the camera in the computer. Oh, gosh. Oh, you can't even trust me. It's just terrible. Now you can trust me again. Hello. Okay. I mean, right? So like get the Lumina. By the way, I have a discount code for the Lumina. I used to actually get free Lumina webcams when you guys would click on this. I shared this yesterday, but I don't get them anymore, probably because I got too many and it was like, lady, we're not sending you anymore. But if you go to michellelovesyou.com/Lumina, I'm trying to find my link for you. I have so many links, but I think I deleted it because you can only have 50 links and I have them all used up. MichelleLovesYou.com/Lumina. This will make your camera go from 225. Here's what I'll do. I'll just put it in the comments. Ready? Post a comment. Bam. Okay. MichelleLovesYou.com/Lumina is the camera, and it's $150 with that discount, which is amazing. So you're welcome, Sandra. Yay. Make sure you text me. You can't imagine the percentage of people who win that never text in. It's mind blowing a little. I'm like, who won yesterday? I hope you texted because yeah, you did. We mailed that out. Yeah. But some people don't. And it's so sad, Yeah, the Lumina. Do you love it? Okay. So okay, let me show you. So, okay, go here and then come up to your little LX up here. Okay. And then show controls. All right. So, whoa. Okay. Show controls. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, see this? So, let me shut this. There's a little plug for my content creator club in the background. Thank you. Not strategic, but strategic, maybe. Let me shut this. Okay. Anyway, that's what you get in Content Creator Club. That's not closing. Okay, so in here, okay, I have cameraman turned off. If you turn on cameraman, he can follow you. I don't know if he's following me right now because I can't see my screen, but that you can turn on cameraman. Detail, you can turn on depth and detail, which I like this, but for some reason when I've been live, it has been glitching. So it makes me glitchy. Let me try it and see if you guys are seeing what I see. Let me see. Am I glitchy? Oh, I'm not glitchy. Maybe it's working now. Okay. So hold on. Let me just minimize this. It'll be easier to show both at the same time so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then where did my little thing go? Oh, here it is. You come over here and you go right here like a family. Okay. So then I can see what I'm doing. This I need to shrink though. It's too big. Okay, there we go. All right, so cameraman. Okay, let's go back to cameraman. Cameraman on. Okay, so cameraman will follow you. He takes a second to wake up though sometimes. And actually Lumina said to me one time, they're like, you have to click open preview to make it click in and work. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. I still don't see cameraman working. Okay, and then raw, I changed my exposure level. I kick it up quite a bit and my brightness, and then I kick up my saturation a little bit. So that's what I do. But sometimes I turn like green, and there's a little card that it comes with, which I don't know where it is, but this color card you hold up to your camera, and then it can then set you up correctly with the right colors. You just click this color card button right here, and then you hold it up. You just like hold it up like this. See how I'm green, like I'm this weird color? It'll actually like fix you, which I don't have the card next to me. So now I just turned myself blue. See what I just did there? Now I got to find the card. I think it's in my drawer here. Yeah, here it is. Just tucked in the back of my drawer. Okay, now we got to do it together because I just turned blue. So color card, you hold it up. Is it working? It seems to be recognizing it. Usually it's not black like that screen is right now. So this, if you're watching, if you're like, how are you doing that? This is Lumina. I'm just setting it up so I don't look blue anymore. It was the perfect color, but I messed it up somehow. So this fixes it somehow. Okay. Are we good? Can I take it away now? Okay. I don't know. Do I look green now? So anyway, I just play around with the colors a little bit. So I'm going to close this preview. I still look blue now. I'll have to play around with it. But exposure level, I kick it up. Brightness, I like to kick up my brightness. Sometimes you can look too overexposed, though. I probably run that. And then you see, you can go tanner. See how that's too tan? Hi. Or you can go like right here. You pick your level of how tan do you want to go. So anyway, I feel like I messed up the lighting a little bit, but remove. Okay. Do we like it? I feel like I zoomed in so close now. Hold on. Static framing. There we go. Better. Still, the colors look a little off. So anyway, but that's the Lumina, which is amazing. Yeah, the camera's awesome. Yeah, but I did just turn my room. See how my room just turned blue? So, but yeah, so you have to play around with it a little bit. So I might have to run the color card again. It was acting, I think it's because I'm live. It's like, whoa, what are you doing, lady? Okay, how do you create the frame on the video? Yeah, so this is StreamYard that I'm using. And then StreamYard allows me to pick different banner backgrounds. And I just designed this inside of Canva. So I think it's the same size as a YouTube thumbnail. And we design it and then we plug it in here. And if it's not YouTube thumbnail, then I measured it yesterday for you guys to tell you the sizing. So the pixel sizing on it, because you can make a custom pixel size in Canva. You can just say custom size. This is 928 by 523 pixels. So 928 by 523. And then you just design something cute. So like I put the word love because I love you in the corner. Hold on, let me remove that banner. Hide. Okay. So I put the word love because I love you, and then a unicorn cake because I love unicorns. And I made it pink with like, it's like a celebration. So it's like, this kind of represents everything in my heart on that little background. So yeah, good question. Yeah, white balancing of the camera for sure. That thing does it normally, but now it just turned it green. So yes, there'll be a replay. It'll be right here on YouTube that you can watch it. So yes, is this StreamYard with Cameraman? This is StreamYard with the Lumina webcam. I'm using the Lumina, so that's where you can find it. Do you record YouTube videos in StreamYard then post to your YouTube? Yeah, but it's just not high quality, like so if it's going to be a YouTube video that I upload to YouTube, right? Like right now I'm just streaming to YouTube. So it's not going to perform as well as if I were to like physically film this with my camera, with my Movo microphone on my little phone stand. If I film that, that's going to outperform me just streaming into YouTube. So I don't think of YouTube as a streaming platform. I think it's something you can do. But if we really want to grab people's attention, we want to make a higher quality video. Because when you watch YouTube now, it's like really amazing. Like the lighting and the clarity. And you're like, whoa, this guy's like really legit. So it's gotten, I'd say, a little more competitive on YouTube where we don't want to just throw garbage up and be like, I just stream all the time to YouTube. It's not going to ever do as well as someone who uploads a 4K high quality video. So yeah. Okay. We use the color card white balancing. Oh, I know. Mine wasn't working right now. It's being really weird. I could hold it up again. See, now it's... Let's do it again. See if it'll work. See, now it's actually showing. You guys can't see it on the screen. Maybe it's because I was sharing my screen. So anyway, I'll just hold that up while it does whatever it's supposed to do. So it's going to change my coloring. I'm already coming back. I appear like my background is becoming white again. So this is literally how you calibrate it. Don't ask me how it works. All I know is I'm supposed to hold it up in the screen like this, and it will do whatever it's supposed to do. But see, my background now looks white. I'm into it. So it's fixing. It was being weird before. It was like a black screen. Okay, we're almost done. I feel like I can't do anything until it stops. It's just frozen on me. Whatever. I already look better. I'm over it. Okay. Anyway, you look good. The back looks different. Yeah. Okay, cool. How did I measure the pixels? I'm on a Mac, so I did Shift Command 4. If you're on a Windows computer, you would use the snipping tool. So Shift Command 4, let me show you this. Add to stage. Okay, so see my screen? Okay, Shift Command 4, it brings up, oops, hold on a second. Shift Command 4 brings up this little box. Do you see this box? Can you see what I'm showing you? This, if you look see the corner of that, see the numbers. I can't really point to it because my cursor is being taken. But if I measured here and I measured whatever I was measuring, right? Like I was trying to measure this particular box for you guys. I think it was the big box I was measuring. But either way, I just dragged it and then those are the pixels in the corner. So on a Windows Control Command 4, or wait, Shift. Hold on, I have to do it. I just do it so often. I don't even know what I do. I do Control Command 4. No, Shift Command 4. Yeah, Shift Command 4 on Mac computer. Windows computer, snipping tool. Just search in your bottom and look up, like in the bottom of your screen, look up snipping tool. Yeah. Okay. How do you see what you're doing if you're using the back camera on your phone? There is a program called letsview.com, LETSVIEW.com, that allows you to take your camera and then put it on your computer screen so you can actually see your computer screen, what's being shown. So that's an option to do it. Option number 2 is to get a mirror that you place behind. There's like clip-on mirrors that you could clip behind, right? So you can like actually see that you're in the shot. That I've done that before where I get a clip-on mirror. I probably have it somewhere in this office. So yeah, so that's the 2 ways to do it. Also, if you have AirDrop or not AirDrop, when you can just share your screen, this button, this little square box, screen mirroring, that can allow you to screen mirror and show onto a computer or a TV so you can actually see that you're in the shot. So, what is the mic you use? The one I'm using right now is a Shure M7. And I have a list of all my favorite microphones. Like the one I use when I film my videos is the Movo. It's like $50 or less. And then this one's a little more pricey, but it makes for really crisp audio. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be live enough. I'm going to invest in it because I just think good audio makes you really credible. So that's a great question. Hi, Louisa. It's my friend. She came to the beach retreat, you guys. We're like this. She's so nice. She leaves me the nicest messages ever, and I just love her so much. What is a good tip for writing good Instagram captions? Yeah, so sometimes I use ChatGPT to help me, but ChatGPT kind of doesn't write them perfect, right? So I might go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I need a good hook for this Instagram reel that I just made. It's about how to make a unicorn cupcake, right? So let's just like do that really quick. So I go into ChatGPT. You can go to chatgpt.com. Or you can go, I use Chat On. I pay money for the Chat On app. I don't know why, because I just like it. It's easy. Chat, CHATON. And then I go there and I just say like, I make unicorn cupcakes for a living. I just made a video and I want to show people how to make awesome unicorn cupcakes. I need a good hook to grab their attention. Give me like 20 different ones to start the video off. And then give me a really simple 5th grade language description that I can use to describe the unicorn cupcakes. They basically have pastel colors and look like rainbows, period. Help me come up with something and give a call to action at the end. That will it won't be that good. You know what I mean? It'll be a little good. I messed up all my lighting, you guys. It's fine. Nobody cares. I'm making myself more tan now. Keep kicking up my exposure. Brighter. Now it's a little too bright. I start to lose my eyelashes when I go too bright. All right. Okay, so this says, okay. Ever wanted to bake magic? Let's make unicorn cupcakes together. That's dumb. Get ready to sprinkle some magic. All right. So want to impress your friends? These rainbow unicorn cupcakes are a showstopper, right? So that could be your hook in your video, right? That's not necessarily a caption, but that's something you could say. Today we're baking cupcakes that are as magical as a unicorn. Let's dive in. Or prepare to unleash your inner unicorn. Let's turn your kitchen into a magical bakery with these pastel unicorn cupcakes. Ready to bake something magical. Let's create unicorn cupcakes. So that, but then down at the bottom, simple 5th grade language description. Today we're making unicorn cupcakes that look just like rainbows. They have pretty pastel colors. They're super fun to decorate. These cupcakes are not only delicious, but also so cute that everyone want to eat them. Let's get started, create something magical treats together. Call to action. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more fun recipes, and share your own unicorn cupcake creations in the comments below. So I sometimes will use that as a framework to start with. And then I'm like, okay, this is sort of dumb. Let me make it better. And then I just add in what I would add. Like, dude, when I started making unicorn cupcakes, like all the kids in the neighborhood would come over. And that was like my dream, to have all the kids in the neighborhood over. Now they come over and they eat them, and they even bring them home to their family, and their family loves me for it. Like I would add in some real story, stories are great. So, so a little bit of ChatGPT to help you, but then you just add your fun spin to it, right? Like even my training today, if you're like, wow, Michelle, you really knew all those tips. I'm like, yeah, but I probably asked ChatGPT for some ideas. And then I took the ones that I really liked and I expanded upon them and made it my own training. So like, that's the best way to do it. Okay, now I must go. I have to be on a 2:00 phone call. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this training, even though I turned blue in the middle of it. It's fine. I like being in a blue room. This is so cool. All right. You guys are amazing. You're so pretty. If you go to michellelovesyou.com/content, that's my new club that I just created, and it's fabulous. And next week, I'm teaching you how to make an email list. That's my alarm. Now I got to go. Bye, you guys. You're so pretty. I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.